to do it all. You see, when you exclude a lot of key stakeholders in decision making and in running of these things, you always hit a snag because you don't have infinite expertise. You don't have infinite resources. Like you said, it's all about money. But the 126 people that make decisions for Ghana football do not include a huge chunk of the stakeholders that can influence the positive outcomes of Ghana football. So if the people at the helm come to the understanding that it's not just about us and what we benefit, but about the bigger picture and the fact that there's a holistic view or there's a holistic target out there, wouldn't be having these conversations. Now, we're having these conversations because we're having to make excuses and make counter excuses. And the reason why you're making a lot of these excuses and having to defend and all of that is because the results are not good. If the results were favorable and we could see a pathway in sight for them to be favorable, we wouldn't have these conversations. But then you always say, oh, the results are not everything. But then again, it looks bleak. It looks very bleak. What's the future of the Black Stars? What's the future of our women's football? What's our league? When is the league starting? When is the league starting?
September 12th, yeah.
September 12th. What does it look like it will be? You don't have a headline sponsor for your league. So it shows you can't do it all. Include all the other stakeholders and let it be done. Don't tell me that I should go and buy new.
No, matter. Hold on.
So
when you say include,
don't tell me
which people have they been.
Yesterday we named 8 categories of stakeholders. 8. Out of those 8, Fiifi Banson, only 3 are part of the top hierarchy of decision making in Ghana football.
Are you sure?
Of course. Corporate Ghana. How do you include corporate Ghana? Ghana, the journalists, how do you include them in decision making and all of that?
When you say decision making, what are you saying? Are you talking about the executive council?
The people that vote to make decisions that drive Ghana football. They exclude a lot of these stakeholders. So the thing is, we'll keep. No, hold on. If you don't go back to these things, because you are going around in circles, and in going around in circles, all you're doing is you are rubbing salt in the wounds of the people that love Ghana football. No, listen.
It depends. Everyone has his or her own opinion.
Yeah, but your opinion does not negate the fact that football is in a quagmire, and it is being buried deeper into that quagmire every day. The dynamite.
You know something interesting? I mean, I've had a lot of conversations around, but let me ask him what. I mean, he's very passionate about Ghana football. Yeah. Unlike some of us. I mean, some of us, I don't care. I don't want to sound like I'm crying more than the bereaved, because that's what the club owners will tell you, that why are you crying more than the bereaved when you're trying to do the right things for them or say the right things for them. So, to be honest with you, I really don't care too much about what they do with their money or their football. I don't really care whether they get results. I don't care a hoot about it. But the point I'm trying to raise is that, listen, ask yourself this: why has it been difficult for the FA over the years to consistently maintain a headline sponsor for the league? Why?
Well, let's check how the sponsorship has been. So after the ABC, I think Star came in, and then he went to
Kena
Pharma, then One Touch. So One Touch was sold to Vodafone, and they were not interested in the league. Then I think First Qatar Plus, they took over. Later they went to liquidation. Then Xylophone also came in, and then they had issue. The business had to collapse, and here we are. So, as I said, once House and Kotoko, once House and Kotoko are doing well in our league.
There have been seasons of House and Kotoko are doing well, but there's still no sponsor for the league.
Oh, for how long have they been doing well?
Why is it that the league doesn't attract corporate sponsors? Why? It doesn't attract anybody. Because I have a business, and I have spoken to, if I'm not exaggerating, not less than 4 or 5 people in big corporate areas. Okay? Recently, one of the clubs gave me a proposal to give to one of my clients for sponsorship. And when my client saw the letterhead, Ghana football, I won't put my money into it. And I've led a couple of clients. I've had conversations with clients about trying to see if they'll be interested in Ghana football they are just not interested in Ghana football. And you know why? Because of the way football administration is run in this country. Pure and simple. Okay? So there are so many things that the Football Association is not doing right, which does not attract corporate Ghana. Because everybody sees, corporate Ghana sees putting money into football, especially at the league level, as a waste of money. Last year, for example, last season, government put in 1 million Ghana cedis into their clubs each. What did they do with it? How impactful? Did we see any small impact with that money put into the clubs?
Mr. Banson, in fact, the 1 million Ghana cedis, it will be difficult for you to play 5 matches for Kotoko.
It doesn't matter.
It's too small.
Before the 1 million came, how were they managing?
They were
yes. So that 1 million Ghana cedis, if you are a businessman, and already you are running your business, but your capital is 200,000, and you're running your business, but you know that if you need a capital of 1.5 million, it will help you. But somebody gives you 1 million cedis, even though your capital is 1.5 million that you really, really need. Somebody gives you 1 million. It won't cushion you a little bit. It won't push you a little bit.
Oh,
it won't bring some changes into your company.
As I said, when you check how much.
Some of them went to buy Uber cars and they were using it for Uber. Well, true or false?
Well, I don't have evidence.
I'm telling you, some of them went to buy, instead of using the money, look, when they get them the 1 million, were we not here when one of those clubs that went into relegation? Your friend was saying?
Teshima 11 Wonders.
Were we not here when we were hearing that even the players' food to eat was a problem?
As I said.
Were we not here?
Yes, as I said, the 1 million Ghana cedis is there.
Look, even if the 1 million Ghana,
even if the 1 million Ghana smaller clubs cannot play,
even if the 1 million cedis cannot, for the smaller clubs, even if you cannot play, smaller clubs, what is their budget? Whatever budget the smaller clubs have, the club owners, instead of so you can even buy food for the players. That 11 Wonders team must be there without food. Coaches have gone there. Udaklamte went there. Coach Sapong went there. Salaries of the players, zero. Food they will eat, zero. So the 1 million cedis couldn't do anything. So before the 1 million cedis came, the players were not even eating at all. What? So how? Yes, it might be a drop in the ocean, but a drop is better than zero.
Yeah, so they need to fish out these team owners and then probably not allow them to get clubs, because the same owners were the owners of Legon Cities. They bought our stars and then changed to Legon Cities. Legon Cities went to relegation and they went to buy Teshima 11 Wonders. They were managing it and it was difficult.
You see,
so then the FA has to check all this.
The whole Ghana football is just a scam. The whole Ghana football business.
Chairman, this one we cannot say it's just a scam.
Have you heard before? West Ham have gone to relegation. Then somebody else goes to buy West Ham. Somebody who has a club goes to buy West Ham, and then changes the club's name or brings the club back to Premier Division, and still calls it West Ham.
No, this one they didn't. So this is how.
Have you heard something before?
No, but this one.
What happened to Legon Cities?
So Legon Cities, they are in division. They are in Division 1.
Where were they originally?
They were in Premier League, and then they went to Division 1.
Who bought it?
New owners, because when Yantechi issue came, because he was banned for 10 years, so he has to leave the football, but he couldn't have left just like that. So he sold his entity,
and they changed their name.
Yeah, and they changed their name to Legon Cities.
From Wow Stars to Legon Cities.
Yes, from all the way from Wow. Then they came to Accra, and then they went to relegation. So they went to Division 1. Now I think now they've gone to Division 2. Then the owners bought different team. Teshima 11 Wonders. Kept the name Teshima 11 Wonders. Playing the league. They've gone back to Division 1. Yes. So that is how it is. Like Nations FC. They bought, is it Bekwa Heroes? Yes. Division 1. And and they name it Nations FC, which is the Wisama Paka bought Kesman FC. He named it Mediama. Even the main Mediama, he changed it to Wasamine, and then he went on to his Mediama, which is Kesman. So then the Kesman you knew when they were at Abrankese, they are Mediama now.
So are you happy with the way Ghana football is being run?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm happy, but there are rules and regulations governing them. Once they are not going outside their rules, and of course, it's the organization, it's the association. We are part.
If you have money, if you're a corporate entity and you have a lot of money, will you put it to Ghana football?
Of course, MTN is doing it. FA Cup, they've been doing it for a very long time. They are happy with it. It goes on. Yeah, apart from that, they have a lot of sponsors, which we can. Just that they don't have the headline sponsor, but they have a lot of sponsors. They have Techno, they have other betting platform, which I can't not mention.
And they're all giving the FA money.
Yes, they're
giving them money.
And they're
all giving them money.
Exactly. Just recently, even Goldfield came on board. They are headline sponsor of the Women's League. About not less than a month.
So if they are getting sponsors, why are we still running the league this way?
It's not, as I said, it's not enough. They need more. Maybe they need a sponsor who will come and every year, maybe $5 million, and then get other ones who will give $3 million, $2 million. So, government will also need to pump more money also into it, so that there will be a lot of money. So
it's one that you can give the FA $5 million.
Exactly.
For what?
To run the league, because all this. Look at the clubs.
For a league that we can sit here and determine results of matches.
Oh, but I sit here and bet other from other leagues and I win. So should I say
for a league here that we can sit here, betting is a different conversation. From a league that we can decide, we know that some of the officials, it is alleged, some of the officials can decide that, Charlie, let me beat you to beat me when the next round. For a league that we understand that is what happens.
Well,
unless you don't know.
You
don't no, but you haven't heard it before.
What I knew.
You don't have any evidence.
You know what I knew is that I go there and then.
No, but you don't have any evidence that you have the officials of the team sometimes they trade games. You don't know.
Well, because I don't have evidence. Yes. But I knew about Ashgold and Interlice, which they were banned. When the entire defender has to go and score.
You're part of the problem of Ghana football,
Oh, how?
Oh, it's true.
How?
Because you people don't just like to tell the truth.
No, what is the truth? Because the truth must come with evidence. I base all my argument and whatever I say with fact and figures. So what I don't know, I cannot say anything, because when they take me to high court, I cannot go and produce anything. Yes, we don't say it in court. Court, we need to go with evidence and one abuse. So me, I don't do allegations.
So you've never heard it before, or you've heard it, but because you don't have proof.
Yes, we hear people saying it.
But you don't have proof.
Yes, but what is the proof?
Okay.
So that's why I said I can talk about.
That's why I said it's alleged.
Yes, I can talk about Ashgold and Interlice because they were banned. So I can talk about them. We saw a defender turning back to score 2 goals.
Is that proof enough that he took money?
Oh yes, because he when they asked him, he said it's on record that he heard that the Ashgold has to beat them 5-0 because they had won to it. Yes, Ashgold need to beat them 5-0. So he didn't want it to happen. That's why he scored himself twice. And I knew about Core United and Nani FC, Engaged Mariners and when they were 1931. Yeah, 1931. Yes, I knew about that. Those ones are there we can talk about. But the rest are what? They are allegations. And then, as I said, I cannot go to court. I will not say anything so that they will take Sporty FM and me myself to court.
No. I mean,
yes, and I cannot produce it. Yeah, so I would not say anything like that.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that
maybe we should all leave our league the way it is.
Yes, it's because we don't have enough talent in our league. See, today, if House of Folk are breaking everything, all odds, and going for Dida Ayu, maybe Mubarak Wakasu to play for them.
On which park?
At the Sports Stadium.
Okay.
Like Suleiman Tari did it. We saw Bafojan going to Kotoko.
Asamoah.
Yes, Asamoah to Legon cities, and Odazelamte going to Kotoko. If this should happen this season, you see the way the stadium will be full. And it's a Kumasi Sports Stadium and Accra Sports Stadium that we don't see much. Maybe Legon. So there's the stadium in Accra and the stadium in Kumasi that you don't see much people. But when you go to the other communities, they are always full. I've been to Danks Park in Bebieni, match day, fantastic. I've been to Summertex, match day.
Because it's a smaller
match
place.
Day. Yes, match day. They are full. Even Pandu Out of Lions, when they are playing, Hoho United was fantastic. When they are playing. Other places, Doma, Bechim, you see them. But a bigger stadium. In 2021, one house were doing well, winning the league. We saw us in the Olympics. Accra Sports Stadium was almost.
Will you recommend that they rather get small stadia, so that the big ones, because they are not making a lot?
The house were they were playing at University of Ghana. People were not going. So where are the chapters? The organizers, where are they? What works are they doing? As for Hasselhoek, I've been following them for a very long time. When they are winning, before I remember when Kenichi came, when he played about 5 matches and they had not lost. If you remember, they played anywhere the BRC. They beat them 1-0. Somebody by him. They went to Mediama. Because for the first time, they beat Mediama at the was TNA Park. I think Cosmos Dauda and then Eric Kumi. They came to Dwarfs to draw. Their next game, they played against Bechem United, beat them 4-1. They went to Tama to play Inter-Allies. She remember miracle of Tama. When last 15 minutes, Musa Ibrahim scored 2-1 against them. Their next game against Wow Stars at Accra Sports Stadium was full. Kanichi was full. Even tickets that was meant for 5 Ghana cities, they were selling it around 200 Ghana cities. People they were not getting tickets to buy. And unfortunately, Hospital we lost 3-1 to Wow Stars, Kokura Swansea, Paul Diva, Sassari, and other guys. They were able to beat House of Oak. So when House of Oak are winning, they go to stadium. And when they are not winning, last season, they had more points away than home. Because they are owning their coach. He took them to FIFA. He took them to FIFA. So they were banned, transfer ban. They were not able to buy players for Didi. So he was using the same players to play.
That reminds me, why was Didi sacked?
As for there are a lot of issues.
I thought he was stabilizing the team
because he didn't have opportunity to buy more players to play. So he managed the one he had. Because it wasn't his fault that they should not be able to buy players. But as I said, he had more points away than home. When they come home, they were drawing and losing.
Struggling.
Yes, they were struggling. So people will not come and watch. However, when they are winning, that's where people come. There are a lot of things in Accra, which is also affecting. Those days we didn't have Accra Mall, we didn't have West Mall, there are a lot of entertainment. So as for Accra, if you don't do your things well, it will be difficult. So where are the chapters? The chapter 8, the chapter 5, chapter...
you mean that's why people are not going to the stadium?
No, I'm saying there are a lot of entertainment as well. So why should I leave Oyarafa to Accra Sports Stadium to come and witness losing? Or people will say abysmal performance. Why won't I go to Accra or Silver Bed and go and watch a movie? Because football is entertainment.
They don't love football.
It depends. I've been
because
going.
People who are die hard supporters.
Yes.
It's not about movie. It's not about it. They will still go to the stadium.
Exactly, they will go. But sometimes they need a win. In Africa or in Ghana, when you are winning, that's where you get people to go and watch you. It is there. Those days when there's no entertainment, when there's no EPL on our screens, when there were no La Liga and Co in our screen, that is the only thing you have. That is when 9 a.m. people will be at the stadium. Because when I started watching football, when I was watching the matches at Koforidua, we go early. By 8, 9, latest by 10, we are there. We will be inside. By now, there are a lot of entertainment around. Even your phone, there are a lot of things. You have your Netflix, you have a lot of things competing with this. So why would we live here? I said I went to Summer Boy.
But if the quality of the team is still high, irrespective of other whatever entertainment there's competition, I mean, I'll still want to go and watch.
Yes. So
if the quality is high.
Exactly. So that's why I said because the clubs they don't have.
Well, the last time I was at the stadium to watch a game, I think it was Hearts of Oak. That time it was Jibril.
Tariq
Jibril. Yes, that was the last time I went to the stadium to watch a Hearts of Oak a game, and I went to watch Tariq Jibril in particular. Was the reason I went to watch the game. The moment he was substituted, I also left the stadium.
We don't have them. We don't have them anymore. We don't have them anymore. We have average players.
The same thing is happening to Kotoko too.
Yes, the same thing is happening to Kotoko. So until we are able to get enough quality.
From where?
They can go outside and even the few ones here, they can get them, probably pay them well, and make sure that they are in our league. We saw Benjamin Asari. When people were saying that, Bitimiachi, Hurricane shot. But he did it. He was from our league. Yes, he's from our league. So when you keep them, you maintain them, you make sure that you pay them.
You lost the game, you know. Because of you could keep ready.
Yes, but he did it.
Ready. But ready.
Well, he did it. We saw him doing a lot of saves, and it was okay for us. So they need to keep them. When Black Stars were playing at Accra Sports Stadium, how much did they charge? They charged 1,000 Ghana cedis. It has not happened before. I'm here to see a game that they've charged 1,000 Ghana cedis and 500 Ghana cedis. But people were rushing for tickets because they wanted to go and see quality. To go and see them. That's why I'm saying that. Me, if I'm House of Oak, I'll do everything possible to make sure that we sign the DIU and maybe Mubarak Wakasu. Yes, to draw a lot of people. So even the FA, they have to go in, they have to talk to them. Rahim and you and Co, they are run. We are free aqua.
Rahim played for Kotoko sometime, right?
Yes, he played for Kotoko. He used to play at Wise. 11 Wise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tiki Akuno in the last time.
Yes, 11 Wise when they, I think through that when they went.
So you mean Hearts of Oak should sign Dede?
Yes, and Mubarak Wakasu. Yes, they should sign them. They've been playing at the Nania Park.
Yeah,
last weekend they went to Kumasi to go and play game, and you said as for Jordan, maybe it's not the time. Maybe he has to go to the Saudis for maybe 2 seasons for us to get him back here. So they need to go and talk to them. Like Suleiman Tari, he was ready to play at Mamedu. He went to play for Olympics. People were going to the stadium. We need these people to spice up our league. But the clubs, are they ready to do that? So that is the thing.
Can they pay them?
Oh, they can't pay them like what the Europeans are doing or what the Saudis are doing.
Was Sule being paid when he was playing for Hearts of Oak?
I don't think so. He wasn't taking, as far as I know, he wasn't taking anything from Hearts of Oak. I'm here to be corrected though. But we can talk to them because we want to do well.
Do you think they will be interested in playing for our local teams?
Oh, they will. Mubarak Wakasu has been a long time playing. They can use it to even relaunch his career if he want to go to Saudis or the Chinese. He can start. It's about talking to them. So they was okay playing, though some of the pitches wasn't okay for him. So they can select, like when Hasbro are playing, they're playing against Mediama at TNA Park. They have a good pitch. Can go there, Kumasi. So you can select some of the pitches. Those ones that will not help them. They don't need to play much. They can go and draw the people into the stadium. Yes, maybe 5 minutes, or probably not play at all, not to get injured, because we are not there. Our pitches are not okay, especially those that are using the AstroTurf.
All right, let's get our callers to join in the conversation. and see if they have other ideas. We can also look at 0542571061 and 03027948005. Immortal is here with me. We're having just an open chat on Ghana football.
Friendly chat.
Oh yeah, friendly. But we are firing him small. But
me, I believe in Ghana League, and yes, there are people who criticize me. I don't criticize.
Now, Kwaku Yeboah has just walked into my studio. Kwaku, sit down. Hey, Abodinabo. We're just having a friendly chat. How have you been, though? How have you been?
By grace, we're managing a bit of sports, a bit of comedy.
I hear you are making some plenty money. Charlie, you lose some $10,000 here before you go.
He won an award.
In fact,
he won an award about a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
The DKY Night of Comedy show.
Yes.
Okay.
He won the comedy show of the year award.
Okay.
And then I also won the comic media personality of the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interestingly, the moment I think that you had your show in New York.
Yeah, Bronx. Yeah.
In Bronx.
Yeah.
I was leaving that day. I was leaving New York.
Really?
New York that day.
Wow.
I left New York that day.
Oh, I see.
Back to DC.
I see.
Yeah. I saw your videos when you were welcoming Kofi Kinata and co.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Yeah. I saw those videos.
He has a lot of weird stories.
Yeah. He and Iron Man. Then you do the voice. Cried out, say there. He has those ones.
Has he been visiting
I don't know whether he's been doing small.
he has been visiting the ghettos.
No, but he's a very serious church elder too. So
No, but growing up, I lived with them. But whatever your mother tells you growing up, it sticks.
yeah.
My mom told me that the day I would smoke weed, I'll go crazy.
So you
I'll
alone.
go mad. So I just didn't want to even smell it.
And I can imagine how she told you.
Yeah. In that frightening. Exactly her words.
Yeah,
And so, yes. So growing up, I
in
didn't want
Biakwa,
to.
right?
Yes, but interestingly, I grew up with them. Yeah, to some extent that at some point we're living in the same room, like this room divided by about 4. I'll be learning in my corner, and they'll be smoking weed on the other corner.
And their voices are the same.
Yeah, almost Jack, Magic, Kalo.
The sense is not bad.
No, I didn't like it, but I had no
The sense
choice.
is not bad. I
didn't like it, but I had no choice because they were my tenant. One of them was my tenant.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I there was no way I could have condemned them.
How's the comedy been doing though?
Oh my grace, it's doing well. Myself, I'm surprised, but to God be the glory, because you saw my beginning at Peace FM. I never envisaged that one day I'm on the stage and do comedy. God has been good, and I give the glory to God.
You found yourself in the right place too, because somebody like Father Dixon, he will support you.
Yeah.
And I keep saying that irrespective of everything, in my entire career as a broadcaster, and I have said this timelessly without fear of contradiction, that Father Dixon is the best talent manager I have ever worked with.
No, it's true.
When it comes to talent management,
It's true.
He's the best talent manager I have ever worked with.
Very true.
Everything that I achieved, or my successes on Peace FM in particular, I mean, I can say that the role he played was about 70% of the role that he played. I had a talent, I had the ability,
no 2 ways about
but
that.
for somebody to support you,
Yeah.
to be able to reach that level, it was him.
Yeah.
It was
not
him.
really. There are presenters who multimedia will reject straight away. But despite media will pick you and polish you up.
I mean,
Yeah.
as for him,
We've been joking amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Somebody like Abraham, of course, multimedia, I'm funny that. No, bro,
and Kwabramafo, I mean, interestingly, it was
But he's so gifted.
It was on my show.
Yeah.
The first time
Yeah.
when he made a report from Cape Coast.
Yeah.
about an accident that had occurred.
Yeah.
And then we got him to come in.
Yeah.
And since he came in, he, Odi, and co.
In fact, when Father Dixon was speaking him, nobody understood.
Yeah.
First of all, he doesn't have a radio voice. Secondly, once and Tiborofo. In the
Yeah.
But he saw something in him
he saw
we
it.
didn't see.
He saw it.
Yeah.
He saw it. And when we started the drive time show, we're doing all those comedy stuff. Right? And he and Odi Ahinkai.
Initially when he came, whenever he was supposed to interview any minister or public official, they thought he was a woman.
Yeah.
They thought it was a she. So at some point, he had to caution the producers. Because I remember on one occasion they called one minister and he said, Honorable Majors. Yeah, I'm a rabba. That's how he responded. Then immediately after the interview, he rushed the producer.
Anyway, so Immortal and I and Kosi, we're just looking at the state in which we find our football. And the talent, we're kind of like agreeing that talents are missing. We don't have enough talents. Why are we not polishing talents? Why are we in this state? And all of that. Do you really think that Ghana is now bereft of talents?
Ghana is never bereft of talent. The problem we have is that we're simply not ready to develop what we have. Ghana never lacks talent. We are not bereft of talent at all. I jokingly told someone that the present situation that we find ourselves, we do not have Ghana Football Association. We have KFA, not GFA, Curtain Friends Association. Because you can't run an association where almost everyone has a football club. Ordinarily, we know that the average black man doesn't see anything wrong with conflict of interest issues. But a situation whereby the FA president alone has 5 clubs, he has a company that manages players, the conflict of interest issues become deeper.
Motepe has a club, Sundowns.
I'm talking about 5 clubs. You are talking about a club. I'm not saying that conflict of interest is a crime. In fact, per our constitution, it is not. But the deeper it gets, the worse our football also gets. Because during the days of Afrani, and you know better, you are my senior colleague, they were going deep into the villages to pick talent. Now it is KFA, Curtain Friends. So, Fiifi Banson is part of us. Do you have any good player in your team? We put in the under-17 team together. Give us 2 players. Randy, give us 2 players. Osekre, give us. So, I pity the Ghanaian national team coaches nowadays. It is not a true representation of a national team they are coaching because the influences are too much. They are simply too much. Quite apart from that, we haven't developed any strategy to develop our talent. It is get the talent, push them into the national team to improve their profile and sell. That's all we are doing. Years back, Ghanaian players could walk into clubs in Europe as first team players. Now it is not the case anymore. Now the strategy is we have accepted that our league is of poor quality and we are not ready to improve it. So let's go chasing the Ghanaian players born abroad. That is the policy of this FA from where I sit. And so the moment they hear Kwaku Yeboah Tiger, once he has Kwaku attached to his name, let's go find out. He might be a Ghanaian. Kwame Chuck Norris, Kwame might be a Ghanaian. That's all we are doing. And it is the reason why some old footballers, including Tony Bafu, have suggested that it is better we put up a desk at the various embassies abroad so that we tap those talent that we want to get from abroad early. Because the moment you allow them to grow, believe you me, England will not give you the top quality. They will make sure they convince him and use him. You only get the average ones.
Like Semenyo.
Exactly. They wouldn't give you the top notch players. They will make sure they convince. Lamine Yamal is a Moroccan, but they never would allow him to play for Morocco. So it is not a matter of Ghana being bereft of talent. It is a matter of we having accepted that we are not ready to develop our football. A few football owners pushing players into the national team, selling them, lining their pockets with millions, and it ends there. When it comes to the national team, we'll tour the world and see if we can get some Ghanaian player or players of Ghanaian descent, convince them to don the national colours. That is the policy we are operating. And that is why our football keep sinking. The Ghana Football Association released the fixtures for the Ghana Premier League 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
There is no conscious effort to promote the league. They just don't care. They've released the fixtures, waiting for the league to commence. It clearly tells you they have no plan for our league. It is about nurturing talent, pushing them into the national teams to improve their profiles and selling them. What even worsens the situation is that if you are not part of the cabal, they will make sure you lose your investment. Personally, sitting here, I have been training at a place called Rasta Park, Tantra Hill. I saw one very talented goalkeeper, and I thought that this guy could be helped. So I started managing him. I managed to introduce him to the handlers of the under-17. And they started training with him. They said, oh, he's good. The next moment, when they realized that it is Kwaku Yeboah who is managing him, they came back to tell me that, oh, MRI Achino. The guy, he couldn't make it. He's been affected by MRI. I said, okay. But at some point, I called the player and told him that, you know what? I'm a critic. I wouldn't change my style of journalism to suit you. So you better go get a different manager so that your career will progress. The player was denied entry into the under-17 in 2023, if I am correct. By the next year, 2024, another manager took him to the same under-17, and this time the MRI was okay for him. It tells you the sort of
when it was supposed to be even older.
Yes, exactly. The antagonizing system that the FA is operating. But I'm not surprised because when Kurt took office, his first statement was, you can't work with your enemy. And so a section of the football community is seen as enemies. Instead of putting them together and picking their ideas, they see them as enemies. Me, sitting here, personally, when Kurt became the FA president, his first game was in Turkey, a friendly game, I think Ghana, Senegal or something. I followed the team to play that friendly, to cover for Peace FM actually. At the hotel, I paid my own bill. At the hotel, anytime I saw Kurt, you could clearly see his reaction was somebody who has an issue with you. So I said, President, I would want to have a meeting with you. I called him, he had time for me, and I told him that, Mr. President, you know what? You are new. You are fresh, the freshly elected president of the Ghana Football Association. I wouldn't come and sit here and lie to you that when you were campaigning, I was for you. I was not. However, you are now the president of the Ghana Football Association. Make an effort to unite the media front, get all of us on board who support you. After all, the football ecosystem goes a long way to benefit all of us. We are all beneficiaries in one way or the other. So the idea of trying to create the impression that you have an issue with some of us, it wouldn't help you, it wouldn't help Ghana football. Because I could see anytime you see me, your facial expression wasn't friendly. I told him in the face, one-on-one, at the hotel. And he said, oh, it wasn't like that. Maybe I was thinking about something as my mind was somewhere. I said, okay, me, I'm ready. Because I cannot deny the fact that I'm a direct beneficiary of football. So if you put up any proper structure, any developmental plan, and you want me to assist, I'll be the first person to champion your cause. And he said, okay. That was the beginning of the end. The Football Association has a pro-media GFA and a perceived anti-media GFA because you see things as they are. At this point of our football, when a broad section of Ghanaians joined some group of journalists to demonstrate that Ghana football is sinking, another group of journalists did another demonstration. Ghana football is in safe hands. Oh. At this stage of our football, we could demonstrate that Ghana football is in safe hands. Well, so my senior brother, it is not about Ghana being bereft of talent. Ghana has talent in abundance.
We were trying to find out why, the league is about to start again without any headline sponsor. It's been like that for a while. It's said that last year they got media sponsorship from Adesanwe for the coverage of the Ghana Premier League. Okay, why is it that corporate Ghana may just be interested in? Immortal raised the issue, Black Stars, because Black Stars have quite a number of sponsors. Why is it that corporate Ghana is interested only in the Black Stars, but they're not interested in the league?
Because corporate Ghana is interested in numbers. Every viable company is interested in numbers. You are talking about a league where the two top clubs, when they are playing and you get to the stadium, sometimes the stadium is virtually empty. So would you expect to associate his brand with the league? No. I don't blame them. Because they believe in numbers.
Hasbro cannot fail.
I remember in just before Nanado ended his term, there was a match that was supposed to serve two purposes. It was a league game, and they also used it as a what do you call it? Was it a top four or something?
It was
super clash. So the winner was going to get 3 points plus a trophy. Yeah. Imagine Kotoko and Hearts playing a single game that serves two purposes. I was at the commentary box a few minutes to kick off. I've forgotten the name. One gentleman from the Jubilee House asked that they should come and call me to the VIP stand. And when they were pleading with me, please announce on Peace FM that the match is free. Conanado had told, is it Equatorial Guinea or I've forgotten, the president visited him and he had given him the impression that, I'll take you to the stadium to watch my two top clubs playing. After two top clubs,
empty stadium.
Empty stadium. So we had to shout, it's now free, yo, it's now free, yo. Nobody came. I've been saying this last year on my comedy platform. I said something. Chairman General didn't want me to say. I said, nowadays, if a league match happens to be played on a Saturday and you stand on top of the Accra Sports Stadium, those who are trooping to the Osu Cemetery are more than those trooping to the Accra Sports Stadium. And we don't care. There's no conscious effort to improve the league. Last season or last two seasons, the Ghana Football Association made an effort to synchronize the commentary. I thought that they would review it, do impact assessment, and see how it went. Nothing of a sort has been done. There were complaints here and there. People were not getting the right feed. There were breaks and what have you, but nobody cares. We're still going to use the same system. First of all, you have a dying brand. Instead of allowing easy access for all the media houses to run commentary, I do not understand why up to date, the Ghana Football Association cannot get one company and say that, you know what, we are giving the league commentary to all the radio stations for free. In return, they will play your advert. So give us 1 CD or give us 2 CD. It is very easy. Once the companies realize that, Sporty FM will give us mileage, Peace FM will give us mileage, this one will give us mileage. It is very easy. I don't know why the Football Association is unable to do this. All they care about, we've done synchronization. Then a few stations are able to pick them. People don't even get to hear of the scores anymore. Then they don't care. So for those of us who are football lovers, I think that we should just psych ourselves that is the reality. Whether we like it or not, it is not going to change because we have a group of football administrators whose interest is centered on getting their players into the national team and selling them. So much so that for the first time in my journalism career, I've seen 2 under-17 teams being formed at the same time. When Lai Kingston was coaching one at Legon, there was another under-17 in camp. I said, what are they trying to achieve? For the first time in my journalism career, I've seen a football association forming under-15, under-16, under-17, under-18, under-19, under-20. But what sort of development agenda is this? Even FIFA, how many, what do you call it?
Youth teams do they have?
Youth team tournament do they have? Ghana alone, 15, 16, because that is where the market is. Everybody is going to set for talent and sell. You go and talk about this. You get pro FA journalists who have been put on one flight to a World Cup tournament or a friendly game to insult you to the core. So they are comfortable with what they are doing, so we should also be comfortable with it.
Because sometimes when you talk about it, the club's owners will tell you that you are crying more than the bereaved.
Yeah. They are so hypocritical. You sit on radio and talk about the ills of our league. Behind the scene, they will call you, Dan, what if you ask him to come on radio, we can't team not relegation. But so I ask myself that, first of all, you are playing a league without a sponsor. Even if you win the ultimate, if you are the league winner, you don't even get anything. You spend millions on your players week in, week out, risking them traveling across the length and breadth of the country. So if you speak the truth and you are relegated, what do you lose? In any case, you are getting nothing playing the Premier League. So if you are relegated, what do you lose? But they are so hypocritical. They will call you behind the scene. They know we new. So go team make relegation. Oh, Chairman, let me put you on radio. So let's all enjoy.
Yeboah, what do you think?
The situation.
Well, there are a lot of things going on which the clubs need to improve. I always say it's about the clubs. Because when you even check the FA, the decision makers, let's count them one after that and see. They are attached to clubs. So let's see. There's 7 council members. Kate, she's for Dreams FC. Achi, Felike Champon, he came through Dreams FC because they endorsed him to go. Dr. Randy Abe from Pando Heart of Lions talk about.
But you can't be a school member without having a club, is it?
No, you need to be affiliated with the club.
They need to nominate you. So Felike Champon doesn't have club.
Like the club has to nominate you.
Of vying for the position,
he was nominated by Dreams FC. So Dreams FC, he came through Dreams FC ticket. So all the decision makers, they have clubs. And all the things Dan is saying, they know it. They are the ones spending. But they're okay with whatever is going on. If they are not okay, they are still in it. Because they have players, they pay them every month. They buy balls, all the equipment that is needed. They make sure that their teams are okay for them to play every Sunday, or if there's midweek. They are not complaining much, like probably those of us outside talking about all this. When we started, I told you that the club doesn't have enough quality for them to be able to compete and then draw supporters into our stadium. Yes, when you go to the community parks and go, they're able to fill. But Accra and Kumasi, specifically, the people going to stadium have dropped. And if Hassan Kotoko are not coming out with numbers, it will be difficult for you to get the sponsors.
If we had an FA that is concerned about this league we are playing, if I were the FA president, I'll just give a quota to the traditional clubs.
Yes.
70% of the Premier League teams should be traditional. So during qualifiers, they should have a different format. Up to date, go to Sunyani, BA Bofo, stadium will be full. Go to Swedro, All Blacks, Francoba, stadium will be full. Ebusuya Dwarfs, Vipers,
okay,
stadium will be full. 11 Wise, Hazak. These are the pillars.
Yeah, rivalries.
Exactly. The pillars
The derby games
upon which Ohinijan and Co. Established our league. So if you check the maiden league competition, it was as if they calculated it. Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Cornerstones in Kumasi, Hatofuk Olympics in Accra, 11 Wise Azakes in Takrady, Venomous Vipers, Duabs in Cape Coast, All Blacks Vancouver. You see, there was a conscious effort to get those traditional clubs establish the league.
Because they have a base.
They have a base. But now, they are rather favoring their friends to send the traditional clubs into relegation. That's what they are doing.
Is it because the traditional clubs, those who are managing it, are not doing it well? Because
they have their own problems.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that despite their problems, if you want to get numbers, get more of them into your league. Despite all their problems, Oko United, wherever they travel, their supporters will travel. I'm not saying they don't have managerial issues. Their issues are as bad as the GFA itself. But what I'm saying is that get them a quota. For instance, we have 18 club league or 20 club league. 18. Get about 70%. That will be about 12. Yeah. And the rest should be individual clubs. So during qualification, their format and their groupings will be different from the individual clubs. Believe you me, the league will be exciting again, despite all the what do you call it? Lapses.
Just like North London Derby, Manchester Derby, all those derby games are big games.
The league will be exciting again, despite all the lapses. Unfortunately, our football is being run by a group of friends who would want to see all their clubs qualify. You know Eric Nyaku?
Yes.
Former Hearts of Oak. He now coaches a third division team around Amasaman. Last season, he met me and said, Mr. Dan, you've been saying that the Ghana Football Association has referees who are assigned to rob their opponent in favor of the pro-cat teams. I never believed it. Now I've experienced it. I said, what happened? He said they were playing a third division middle league, and his team met Keto Krekus Decide. He said immediately they got to the field, and his club chairman, the club he is coaching, his chairman saw the referee. He called him and whispered, Eric, much with you lose in your referee, no, a cat referee.
Really?
Oh, yes. And he got 2 red cards and a few yellow cards and lost the game. And that Cats team, that Decide team, has now qualified to Division 2.
Odia Inkai also went through the same thing.
So it is either you join them or you get out. That is the sort of football they are run. Unfortunately, nobody is ready to tell them the truth as it is, because it will be tagged as an enemy. Me, I don't care. You don't feed me. You can call me an enemy, you can call me whatever, I don't care. Because when the football ecosystem develops, we will all benefit.
Yeah. Tell me about the, let me move you to the Black Stars because of our time. Let me move you to the Black Stars coach issues. Do you still want Carlos Queiroz to stay?
I said yes and no. Yes, if we want an ad hoc measure, go into a tournament immediately, try to park the bars, do our low blocking, get to maybe the quarterfinals and come home. If that is what we want, then he's the immediate answer. However, it still beats my imagination why the Ghana Football Association wasted everybody's time by going for a German coach by name Lepet and telling Ghanaians that he was at the FA to develop Ghana football DNA. And they themselves called it agro soccer. After you have developed agro soccer DNA, you go for a low blocking coach as your head coach. What are you trying to do? You are talking about having developed a system of football that Ghana is known for, the Brazilians of Africa. You go to launch it with all the fanfare and the pomp and pageantry at Alisa Agro DNA. And after agro DNA, you go for anti-agro coach. What are we doing? Ghana played against a minnow like, what do you call it? Panama. And in 45 minutes, not one shot on target. Not a single shot on target. So I never understood what they were trying to do. Because nobody forced them to go bring that Lepet. I think he was at the FA for about 4 years. To the extent that even a government building meant for Black Stars coaches was demarcated into offices for Lepet and his staff. After 4 years, you launch the DNA with all the excitement. Oh, now Ghana football has an identity. Then, fine, you go and bring an anti-identity coach to come and, I don't know. I don't know what this FA is looking for, honestly. I don't know.
So in your opinion, you give me two scenarios. Either we want the short term for him to stay, but in the long term, would you have preferred somebody else?
Oh yes, somebody who has a football philosophy similar to their own agro DNA that Ghana is noted for. Banson, you are my senior colleague. You know better than I do. In the past 30 years, Ghana's strength in our national teams has been in midfield.
Yeah.
So if you go for a coach who would let you defend throughout 90 minutes, then where is your agro soccer philosophy?
The radi type of football.
You see, when we went for this World Cup, people were blaming Jordan Ayew. Yes, you can blame him for all you want. He was the captain, whatever. Leadership responsibilities. There are some matches he couldn't do well and all. But have we also asked ourselves that how come Jordan Ayew could score 7 goals during the qualifiers with 7 assists? And then when we went to this World Cup, none of our 3 strikers was able to put one ball into the net. It tells you the sort of system the anti-aggro coach was playing. So if we want a long-term solution to this aggro philosophy we have developed, then Carlos Queiroz is not the answer.
Would you have preferred Otuado to still be there?
No. Playing 6 matches without a win. Abba. No. No. I would have preferred Hervé Renard. I think we should have been smart enough to engage him.
Is Hervé Renard not overrated? Yes.
Well, he has his ups and downs. You can talk about Hervé Renard that has coached teams that have lost badly. But if you look at his performances where he was given enough time to be with the teams, for me, he did well. He did well with Zambia. He did well with La Côte d'Ivoire. Was it La Côte d'Ivoire?
Yeah, Côte d'Ivoire.
Yes.
He won them with
exactly. So I think that we should have gone. He's much younger. You know, this World Cup, there were only 3 old men. Advocat, Curaçao, Hugo Bruce, South Africa, and Ghana's Olumai. 3 top old men at the World Cup.
Okay, Dan, somebody has just sent me a message. So I should ask you. You know my colleague Raymond Yamado?
Yeah.
Raymond says I should ask you, where is the All African Games money?
You know, I'm happy he's brought it.
Yeah.
Bansmania. You know, sometimes I wonder why people would be so diabolic even when they know the truth. After the African Games, because Kwaku Yeboah is vociferous, people just made an attempt to taint my image. So much so that it was all over social media that I have stolen $4 million. I said, I'll be the most stupid man to live on earth if I had stolen $4 million.
And still be in Ghana.
I'm going to go over that. Knowing who I am and how loud I am, I never got close to money or contract. Because I told even my people, I told them that when it comes out and you are culpable, I wouldn't spare you. So I was so surprised with that story of, a risk car, you go jail. Interestingly, when His Excellency President Mahama ordered for the audit, and the auditing was done, and my name wasn't found in anything bad, those people who were claiming that I've chopped $4 million, all of a sudden they've gone silent. It is very unfair. Those people who were making noise, I was expecting them to have used the same energy to tell Ghanaians that the guy is innocent. Because during the auditing process, even the auditor, his first question, you know the deception they had in their minds. I was the spokesperson for the African Games. And ideally, when you are a spokesperson, issues like communication person,
you are given the
issues
budget.
Issues like broadcasting, accreditation are supposed to be under your purview. So when they got the figures associated with those, what do you call it, items, they thought that, and they are quite this guy. But knowing myself, I never got close to any contract. Besides, one thing they did not even know was that there are about 3 ways of hosting tournament. especially the African Games. There was a system where the Minister of Sports sits at the top as the overall boss. The LOC becomes a quasi body to the ministry, where all monies from government are directly sent to the ministry, and every money taken for any activity by the LOC is signed by the ministry. There's another system where an autonomy is created for the LOC, where you have your own account and you do your own expenses and account post-tournament.
Yeah.
In our case, Ghana adopted the one where the minister sits on top, where the LOC did not even have an account of its own. So I don't know where those stories were coming from. I was just laughing, especially where His Excellency President Muhammad said that he's set up a committee to an audit team to do forensic. And I spoke about it that me, irrespective of your political color, if you are a thief, the law must deal with you. So for me, President Muhammad has spoken well, and I'm backing him. Hey, we told you he's the one who has stolen the money. Why is it that none of the LOC members is talking, but he's the one talking? I just love.
But were you staggered by the amount of money that was discovered during the audit? Were you shocked?
You know,
because if you look at the cost of building the stadium,
because Banson, in all sincerity, when Goldfields Ghana built the Takwa Stadium where Midiama is going to play their games, when they were inaugurating the stadium, when they were launching the stadium, I was the IMC. So I got all the figures. They used $14 million to build that stadium. 2 million tax, making $60 million. The only thing that stadium doesn't have is the tartan track.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me that somebody has used $60 million to build a stadium. You let cost the tartan tracks even $10 million. The total will come to 26. And we are talking about Legon Stadium that President Kufuor had started up to about 30-40%.
It was even more than that.
And then you come and tell me you spent 35. What I even disagreed more was the renovation of the hostels. Government has a land. President Akufo-Addo had a vision to convert Boteman into a sports university. He has a land. You have money. And you are telling me that instead of building your own infrastructure that the country can use in the future, you are using the money to go and renovate somebody's property. But so even though me I was part, there were some of the things I disagreed.
Was there at any time that when you had a conversation with the LOC officials and said this thing we are doing can get us into trouble?
There were times that even we went to meetings and because I was funny, sometimes I was being funny. Sometimes when we mentioned the figures, I was like, hey, to me I should say a figure we inform the two front page and they all laugh. Me, I just didn't want to get close because minimum yet. You go, we are Mecca, you get it. So sometimes it is just unfortunate that I became the target. Meanwhile,
for obvious reasons.
Yes, for obvious reasons. The Indian young so you get it.
Because Kwaku Yeboah and co, I mean, they've been surcharged.
Exactly.
They've been surcharged.
I think about 3 or 4 of them.
They've been surcharged, and it's quite worrying that some of these things. Because if you look at the cost of Boteman, it doesn't make sense.
No, but politicians. Are they about Ghana? These figures that politicians allot to some of these projects. How can somebody build a stadium with $14 million? Now, Odia will say, and these things, it is common in both party A and B. Most of the projects they've done, if you give it to an individual, I will build like 3 or 4. That's all they are doing. So,
what's your assessment of Kofi Adams? He's been in office for let's say a year and a half or so, or maybe a year plus. What is your true assessment of his performance so far?
In all sincerity, in the past 20-30 years, my best sports minister has been Neil Ante van der Poel. Yeah, because he knows he's straight.
Or he's like you.
Yeah. He says it as it is. To the extent that I had a conversation with him, and he said that at some point, some FA officials came to him that he should give them money to go and bribe a referee. And he said, then what is the use of the winning bonus we give to the players? Then I'm going to tell the players that you people are telling me that they don't win the matches, so I'm going to reduce their winning bonuses. He went and told the players, and they got angry. But that is how it is supposed to be. How can you tell me that I should pay $10,000 for 90 minutes, and you, the same person, come to tell me I should go and pay referee? Who is winning the game for you? Is it the referee or the player? You get it? So for me, in the past 20, 30 years, he's been our best sports minister. He says it as it is. But Ghana, and so I know he would have issues with his own party men, some Ghanaians, and I'm not surprised. Kofi being Papa J's boy, I thought that he would have that Nilante spirit in him, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. What even got me surprised was his comment, one of his comments post World Cup, that as for the issues of the Ghana Football Association, the ministry cannot come in until they flout their own constitution. And I said, what is the Honorable Minister talking about? We have a football association that inherited Kwesi Nyantakyi's era. Based on happenstances under Nyantakyi, FIFA collaborated with the government of Ghana to put up a normalization committee. At the time that we were transitioning from the normalization to the normal football association setup, the football people questioned why the term of the FA president has been made 2 terms of 4. And FIFA officials who came here and the normalization committee and all the football people came into agreement that based on the precedent that President Nyantakyi had issues the longer he stayed. So let's limit the term to 2 terms of 4.
Yeah.
Then another FA president inherits Nyantakyi. The very constitution that was changed, he's not even finished his tenure, and he's going to change it into a 3rd term. And the minister sits aloof and tells me that, they've not flouted their constitution. What is he talking about? There is, whenever constitutions are made, there's a letter in the spirit. The lawyers will tell you. The spirit behind the 2 terms was that the president under Nyantakyi was bad. And so let's work with the 2 terms. The constitution is less than 8 years old, and you are coming to change it for selfish reasons. And the minister sits unconcerned and tells us that he cannot talk about the Ghana Football Association. What are we talking about? In any case, when FIFA decided to normalize Ghana football, he was dealing directly with the politicians. The normalization was a creation of Ghana government and FIFA, not Ghana Football Association and FIFA.
And that one too, you were a spokesperson as
Exactly.
well. Yeah.
And so that 2-term limit was a creation of government and FIFA, politicians and FIFA. So if you're a politician and somebody is going to change it in less than 8 years and you sit aloof and tell me that, you cannot talk about them, what are we talking about? I think that he should have his game. I've known him for years. He's a friend. Back in Cape Coast when I was with Atlantic FM, he was serving the NDC dedicatedly. Sometimes he used to bring announcement from my station to announce. I've known him for years. But I think that he has to up his game. Under Nilante, anytime the Black Stars played a friendly, before the friendly date, a breakdown will be given to Ghanaians. Because there are reasons why we play friendly matches.
Yeah.
It is either you are preparing your team for a tournament or you are playing for commercial reasons. So Nilante will let us know, okay, this match is being organized by an agent. X amount is being given to Ghana. X is going to the agent. Broadcast right, this. But under Kofi Adams, we've played so many friendly matches, nobody tells anybody anything. As if we have given the national team to some people to do business with it. I think he needs to up his game. Because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in Parliament said that we have to run a transparent football administrative setup. And I expected that the minister would push that agenda.
All right, check with the time. Is about time for us to go. But before we go, I understand you have a comedy show coming up.
Yes, God willing, on the 28th of August at the UPSA. I've been doing it at the conference center.
Yeah.
But this year, there's renovation at the conference center, so I'm having it at...
So, sure, I'll do.
Oh,
maybe I know.
Yes, you did talent to Malcolm. No, the question was no buy no case kwasia for my.
So who are those featuring in this one?
We have Kwade, we have Kim Paluta.
Hey, the Kwade that we have.
Yes, the Kwade that we know.
Hey,
Paluta, Pat Thomas.
I tell you, we are man Kwade in back right.
Sister Girlie, how are you too? Kim Paluta, Pat Thomas, and Empress Gifty. You know, it's music and comedy, so comedy interspersed with music. And then the comedians are my good self, Jenan Tatia, Foster Romanos, Jacinta, Kwekumenu, and Don Little. The MCs are going to be Acrobeto, Dr. Laiki, and Clemento Suarez.
Hey,
so it's really going to be an exciting night.
It's clack it.
It's going to be an exciting night.
I'm a huge fan of Dr. Laiki.
Yeah, no, you have to be there.
I'm a huge fan of Dr. Laiki.
It's really going to be an exciting
night. Dr. Laiki and Clemento.
Clemento is super. He's super.
I'm a huge
Clemento has been the MC of my show from day one. Even in America, I took him there. He's super. So
Dr. Laiki, clack it.
The ticket are on sale.
Yeah, okay.
If you want to buy it on your phone, it is *844 *31 hash.
Okay.
*844 *31 hash.
Okay.
If you want the hard copy, if you come to Peace FM, you get a copy.
Okay.
Yeah. So the earlier you get your copy, the better, because all the events I've had are usually oversubscribed. Yeah. So you the earlier you get there, we'll have fun. It's interesting.
Oh, I have followed a few of what you have done. Just that I haven't had the opportunity to be able to be there. But 28th August. Yeah, Nancy P.
At least over distressing.
So, but I it's something that I would like to But I think that in the build up to it until before 28th, I mean, we'll do something again. We'll probably have a conversation.
Sure.
I know you'll be busy around that time, but we'll try and get you even on phone. To talk about the event a little bit, and then just to help promote it as well. Dan Kwaku Yeboah.
Bansimania.
Dan Kwaku Yeboah. Dan Kwaku Yeboah.
Let me seize the opportunity to say a big thank you to you. When I arrived at Peace FM, you are one of the few guys who really gave me a hand to lean on. You gave us a lot of advice, pieces of advice, support, and it has really guided us. When
people start doing these things, it makes me feel like I'm too old. I don't like that.
Oh, you are not.
I'm a young man.
You made your name early.
I even need a side chick.
Very important. I'm sure Mrs. will say this boy is crazy.
Hey, by all means. When I get to that, that's
thanks for the impact.
Charlie. We all need to hold each other. We all need to hold each other, and especially to Father Dixon, and how helpful he has been to all of us. I haven't called him in a while though.
Dr. Father Dixon.
When I call him, Oluman.
The way he relates to his workers is exceptional.
He's a great guy.
Just before I came here, he called me. Say, hey, well, be Diamanasano and Framing.
He loves controversy. Anyway, so Kwaku, I'd like to thank you. Unfortunately, we couldn't do this early enough, but it's all good. We'll get you again at another time, and then we can have a lengthy conversation on the issues of Ghana football. I know when it gets to those points, you're very passionate about those things as well. So we'll talk about it a few more times. Charlie, thank you so much for your time.
Bro.